So good afternoon to everybody. Okay. First of all, thank you for joining my class today. And yeah, and I know today's a Saturday. You know, Saturday is supposed to be the day for boyfriends and girlfriends. So obviously, a lot of you have no boyfriends and girlfriends. That's the reason why you're joining me. So it's good. There's nothing wrong with that. All right. So we're gonna start soon. Huh? Okay. So before I start, recently our company, I personally put a Facebook post about one of our staff, just that just died. Okay, if you do not know what happened recently, after today's training, please go to our Facebook account and read the last two or three posts, right? So one of our staff, his name is Jackson, and he's from Bhutan, and he died recently. Okay, he's 36 years old. 36 years old. And he was actually he's one of my staff from Bhutan. And the truth is, a lot of our because we have a lot of staff in our company, so not everybody will know him. We have hundreds of people, so even COVID, our host today is not really close to him. You know, but Jackson was really really close to me. Okay, really, he was really really close to me. So yeah, unfortunately, he got a stroke, and then he died during his sleep. So at least he did not suffer. You know, and died during sleep. Now, why I want to share his story to you guys, okay, is because I want everybody to know that time is precious. Okay, guys, listen up. Okay, this is very important now. Please try to open your videos so that I can see your faces when I talk to you. Okay, time is very, very, very precious. Okay, he's younger than me. I'm 47. He's 36. Okay, and the second night when I spoke to his wife, through Zoom, because two of my staff attended the funeral in Bhutan. So through the Zoom, I don't even know how to talk to his wife. Heart wrenching, absolutely heart wrenching. So for the last 2 days, I've been thinking a lot, thinking a lot, because although I have, in my lifetime of 20 years in the business, I think overall I had about 600 staff in and out, you know, people come in and out from organization, about 600 over people. And I have never had anyone died during my watch. You understand? That means as long as they're with me, maybe some of the older people that left the company 10 years ago or 15 years ago, they grew old and they died, perhaps. You understand? But those people left the company. You understand? So for him, it's different. He's the first one that died during my watch. And he's one of the guys that I really, really like. And I hired him during the COVID period. COVID period where everything's on lockdown, you don't have a chance to see anybody, things like that. I have never met him face to face, you know, like never. Okay. There's a lot of staff that I've never seen them face to face. COVID is one of them as well. So our organization decided to create a trip, a workshop and a holiday trip for COVID, Jackson and all these people to go to Thailand end of this year. So I was hoping and I was looking forward to see him end of this year, end of this month. So unfortunately, he passed away. And why I need to share you this story is time is short, you know. You understand now? Now you attend a lot of my classes, right? And I know some of you really, really like me. Some of you might not like my classes. It's okay. I'm not for everybody, Right. But I want to let you guys know that time is very, very short. Stop fucking time up. Stop fucking your life up. Stop wasting time doing stupid things. Stop wasting time doing ridiculous things, sleeping like a pig, watching stupid TikTok videos, you know. Seriously. Seriously. Now, this is really a big impact to me. I didn't expect it could have affected me so much, but it did. It really did. It really, really did affect me. And because of this situation, even you know, although some of you see me as a successful person, and I know some of you really, really like me, and some of you treat me like I'm your hero. I understand that. But I realized that you know, despite the success that I have, despite the obstacles that I overcame over the last, you know, 5 years, you know, I realized that I'm not at my peak yet as well. You know, I'm not at my peak. Not at my peak means how truly great can all of us be? You understand what I'm saying? Like before I start my class, you know, I'm just going to discuss certain topics with you first. Like, have you thought that this is it? You know, like this is where you can truly be? You know, despite your age, despite your education, despite the jobs that you have, is this it? Is this the best that you can ever be? You know, like what you have achieved today. I mean, really, that's it? You know, like, of course, I know I am more successful than most of you, right? Right? So even the last 2 days, I was thinking, is this it? Is this the best that I can truly be? You know, like despite the success that I have, despite the things that I have, despite the companies that I have, you know, right? Is this it? Is this it? Is this the best that I can be? You know. Now, why I'm telling you all these things is because, you know, a lot of you like our classes, right? A lot of you attend our classes on a regular basis. Some of you are taught by Ella. Some of you are taught by Prashant. Some of you are taught by Wally. You know, you like our trainers, you like our teachers, you know, things like that. So you have been attending our classes regularly. And of course, our classes, you know, make you okay. Because if you're not okay, you will not be here today, right? So obviously our classes are okay. So, but I realized something. Classes are just classes, you know. Classes are just classes. You know, even Jackson, you know, Jackson is one of my few staff that attend my classes on a regular basis. You know, I got hundreds of staff, right? Because they see me talk every day. Some of them are bored with me now because, you know, they're tired of me now because I say the same shit to them every single day, right? You like the way I speak because you only see me once a week. Those people see me every single day. It's like your mother nagging at you, right? So sometimes you even get sick of your mother, right? So Jackson was one of the first few students that I know that every Monday night, as long as I teach, he will always be there. If he's alive today, definitely he will be in this class. Okay. Now, this story is very, very important. Let me explain to you how important it is for everyone, and that includes me. Time is precious. There are a lot of idiots on this earth who will tell you things that, oh, since we have a short life, we should enjoy, which I think is stupid. Life, yes, we do have a short life because time flies really fast. Life and time is about what you truly can achieve as a person. As a person, how much, it's not even about money. Sometimes people thought, you know, sometimes I joke around, I say that money is an important thing, but sometimes it's not even about money. It's about yourself. What kind of person you can be as long as you live on this earth. right? Like, seriously, is this it? Is this the best you can do? You know, this question is this the best that you can do? Have you really, really give 1,000% effort? Like really, 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 even me, you know, I was wondering the last 2 days since she died. Right, the last 2 days I was wondering, you know, is this it? Is this the best that I really can do? Right. And then this morning, and this is a true story again, this morning, you know, two of my staff, Sonam and Chandra, both of them are Patanis. So both of them attend his funeral. Today is the sending off, you know, the Buddhist sending off, right? So again, very, very sad. So Chandra today messaged me something like that. He showed me the video of the funeral, you know, like to burn the coffin and everything, you know. And then on the bottom, he mentioned this: may his soul be rest in peace. Thank you for all the help, boss. His family mentioned that Jackson felt lucky to met you in his life. So, so what I'm saying is, you know, we have only a short period of time in this life. We cannot take life for granted, which I think most people today do. You know, most people today take life for granted. We bitch too much. It's true. We complain too much. We talk shit too much. And we done nothing. We done nothing. And it just passed just like that. You know, life just passed like that. Think about it. How much shit do you talk every single day? How much bitching do you do every single day? Think about this. Every day you feel that life is unfair to you. Now, in my life, I know a lot of bastards, literally bastards. Some of these people, I went after them with law, I mean, with lawyers and government, you know. Those people didn't die. Jackson did. So that should tell you something. That should really, really tell you something. You know, we always take life for granted. Now, seriously, before I start my class, this is something that I need to say out. We always take life for granted. I know some of you are not rich. I get that. Some of you don't come from good families. I get that. Some of you don't come from like countries that are rich. You know, maybe your countries are poorer. You know, your situation, your what do you call it, the politics there. You know, your village, your town, your cities. I get that. I get that. Some of you don't have parents. Maybe, you know, I understand that. I really understand that, you know, because I have same issues. I wasn't born in a rich family and everything, you know. So I was born in a very poor family. So I do understand all these things. I do. But then if you seriously ask yourself this question. Despite all the shit that you claim to have, are you still taking life for granted? And I can tell you, 99% of you are. Even as crazy as it sounds, the success that I have as a person and the impact that I've created for people, the last 2 days, I feel that I'm not doing enough. And I'm doing a lot. I'm literally, today, I was in Vietnam and I was in Malaysia. I came back last night. Immediately last night, I reached to Singapore, 5 p.m. I had a dinner meeting. I went back at 9 this morning, 11 o'clock meeting, 1 p.m. meeting, 2 p.m. meeting, 5 p.m. this class. And literally, I feel that I have not done enough. I feel that I have not done enough. So we have to understand this, because no matter how much classes you attend, no matter what school you go to, no matter even the best of the best come down to your house, teach you, train you, give you opinions, give you suggestions, give you ideas. They continue to teach you and teach you and teach you and teach you. The question you need to ask yourself is, have you done enough? And you know the answer better than me. You didn't. You didn't. Jackson has limited ability. He has some people have limited ability. He has limited ability. He's this fat guy, 36 years old, cannot speak good English. You can see he's very, very, very below average. But I like him, it's because he never gave up. He never gave up. He continued to try as much as possible, and he started to learn to be happy in his trials. Trials means he's trying, but he's happy that he has this opportunity to try. A lot of you, by looking at your faces, you don't look stupid to me. You don't. You don't look dumb to me. You don't look crazy to me. It's just that you're not trying hard enough. Because every day we think we have enough time. Think about this statement today. We think we have enough time. And when time runs out, we regret. And then if you regret with a bad attitude, you start blaming everyone but yourself. That's where bitching comes from. Bitching comes from, you could have been different. You know you could have been different. But you choose not to. And then when you regret because time has ran out, and because you're smart, you decided to push the blame to someone else by being manipulative. Am I right? Put a thumbs up if you agree with me. Correct. So I thought about it. So I spoke to my team. I spoke to my staff. I think this is a good legacy, you know, Jackson, when Jackson died, because he's really, really close to me, you know. So I think it's I have to do something. I really have to do something. I cannot don't do anything. Just like, you know, during the Monday motivation classes, I did mention to you, I think a few weeks back, remember I told you that God has already given you the power, right? Now, it doesn't matter what God's it is, it has given you the power, but you choose not to use the power. You make the decision to go against God. God gave you the ability to think. God gave you the ability to do things. God gave you the ability to read. God gave you the ability to exercise. God gave you the ability to control your emotions. God gave you the ability to create a stronger stamina. God gave you the ability to be courageous. All these things are superpowers. Superpowers that we fucking take it for granted. We took it for granted. And I hope after today, you know, you will not take it for granted. Are we clear? Okay, so today's training is about unleashing your full potential as a leader. So I'm going to give you some tips about how to manage small teams. Okay, small teams, how to lead small teams. But again, I want everybody to understand this. Okay, yes, some of you know that I'm a funny guy. I'm a serious guy, you know. Yes, I am. Sometimes when it comes to work, I'm very, very serious. But I want you guys to understand, whatever I teach or whatever things you learn from someone, it's called knowledge. That's all. Knowledge and information. That's it. But if you do not put it to use, it's just like reading a book. That's it. You read the book and you put the book aside. You watch a movie, you know, you think that it's like a movie, you know, you watch a movie, you enjoy the movie. Tomorrow you go to sleep and you wait for the other movie to come again. So I hope information and knowledge, you need to implement it. Because if you implement it, it will become your ability. Are we clear? Okay, so today, because the slides is pretty long, so usually, you know, I will teach without slides. I will only give slides at the end of the training. But today is a bit different because the slides have a lot of words. So I think it's best if I show you the slides while I'm training you. Okay, so obviously we will put the slides on the chat box. Govit, put the slides on the chat box for those people that want to download the slides. Please, there's a chat box below. Download from the chat box now. Govit, put the slides there now, quick. Okay, then Govit, put the slides on the group now. Right. Put it on the screen. Okay, so today's topic is called Leadership Excellence, Unlocking Your Full Potential, Leading Small Teams. Now, before I start, when you run a company, if you want to lead a company, like, because leading companies, there are two types, and I think you know, right? MNCs or SME. MNC means multinational corporation, and the other one is small, medium enterprise. Now, through my years of experience, I think that running multinational corporation team is much easier than small, medium enterprise. Now, MNCs, for those people who do not know, they're public listed companies like Samsung, LG, Apple, McDonald's, you know, those giant like BP, BP, the petrol station, you know, all those big giant companies. Okay. SME means small businesses, small, medium businesses. Usually it's locally owned. It could be your mother, open a shop, 10 staff. It could be your father, open a small restaurant, 7 staff, things like that. So through my years of experience, MNC is easier to manage. Why? Because MNC is attractive. A lot of people want to work there because the salary is higher, the company is more structured, the rules and regulations, the brand, everything is there. So most people that work in MNCs, it's easier to manage. SME is different. SMEs, there's no brand. It could be Patrick Dixit Private Limited. Who the fuck want to work for Patrick? You understand what I'm saying? Who is Patrick? Why should we join Patrick's team? You understand what I'm saying? So obviously, if Patrick opens a company, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to manage a small team. It sounds easy. 3 staff, 4 staff should be quite easy. But the truth is, nobody wants to work for small companies, right? If you have the worker mentality, if you have the job mentality, most job mentality people, they want to work for big companies. You understand? That's normal. Okay, that's very normal. So don't blame them. That's very, very normal. So today I'm going to teach you how to lead small teams. Okay, next slide. Okay, the program objectives for tonight is to develop a deep understanding of leadership principles and their application. Now, what is principles? Okay. When you run a company, when you set up a team, you must have the set of principles. Like in our organization, our principles are leadership, discipline, and bonding. Okay, leadership means all the people from top to bottom, they must show leadership. That means I'm the highest ranking officer here. Man, when it comes to toilet cleaning competition, I will kick Govit's ass. You understand what I'm saying? So the leaders, especially if you want to manage small teams, when you don't have a budget, you yourself must lead from the front. You understand? And then the next one, that principle that I have is discipline. We don't put feelings into discipline. Yes, it's true. Jackson, who is very close to me, died. So imagine if someone that is very close to you died. Will you show up for classes today? Correct. Maybe 50% of you will not show up for classes today. Right? You do not compromise with discipline. I will still come and teach this class. Okay? And the last one is bonding. Bonding means you must have an interconnection with your colleagues. That all of us have the common goals, all of us have the common beliefs, and we're going to fight for each other until we die. So that's the principle. So that's our company principles. So you guys got to set a principles for your own team, and you cannot compromise your principles. Okay? So that's number 1. Number 2, enhance self-awareness and personal growth as a leader. Just because you are a boss, just because you are a manager, supervisor, whatever shit title you're holding is, nobody cares if you are a crappy leader. Ranking does not work anymore. Just because you get promoted as a manager and you use your manager to press people down, it does not work anymore. You understand? No? So self-awareness is, you want your team to grow, right? You must grow as well. Okay? If you want your teammates to grow, you must grow as well. A lot of people in your country, and I think you will relate this story, right? How many of you hate your managers and supervisors now? Put a thumbs up. Be honest. Be honest, like the current company that you're working for, you don't like your supervisor or manager. See, some of you put the thumbs up, right? You know why? Do you know why you don't like them? Because they're not doing shit. They're not growing. They show up for 5 minutes and then disappear the whole day. You understand? And then come back in the evening like they went out golfing. Right? So that's the reason why you don't like working in your company. Because from top to bottom, the top is rotten and you don't feel you can relate with your supervisors and managers because those people are not managing people with self-awareness. They are managing people with rank. With rank. R-A-N-K. I'm the boss. You should listen to me. But he doesn't show up for work because he doesn't care. He has no interest in building himself up. So even today, if you are a manager, if you are a supervisor, please do not use your rank to manage people. Okay, you think they like you? Trust me, they fucking hate your guts. You understand now? They really, really hate your guts. It's just that they don't want to tell you because they need the job. You understand? So you need to continuously grow. You understand now? And then you got to cultivate effective communication and interpersonal skills. Now, communication is important. It's really, really important because I always tell my supervisors and managers this. Managers and supervisors are also teachers. Every day, you need to think of new things to teach your team. You must have a common topic about work so that you can have effective communication. Interpersonal skills. Man, if you are boring as fuck, trust me. You know, this is a true story. Recently, again, I was in Malaysia. So one of my friends visited me. So she saw a recent, he came to my office on that particular night, okay? And I wasn't around because he was too late. All our staff left. So I took a picture of my Vietnamese team, Myanmar team, and Malaysian team having dinner together. So he's scratching his head. He said, how come a lot of people want to work for you, but no one wants to work for me? And I told him, because you are boring as fuck. You have no interpersonal skills. You understand? Okay, some of you are married, right? Put a thumbs up. Come on, be honest. All right, come on, hey, come on, you're married. Why are you hiding? Okay, good. All right. All right. Why are you pretending to be single? What the hell? Right. Why are you pretending to be single? You know a lot of you are married. Put a thumbs up, okay? Okay, so same thing, right? You know, sometimes you look at your husband. I don't know whether your husband's an interesting man or not interesting man, you know. Your husband could be very hardworking and boring. So you don't want to work for him, right? But if your husband is a very interesting man, has a lot of storylines, had a lot of this, you will listen to him. That's the truth. It's the same. So you got to always build on your internal personal skills. You understand? Next one. Learn to inspire and motivate teams towards the shared goals. This is the hardest thing to do when you manage small teams, because everybody here think differently. So imagine, again, if you're in a family, in your family, you have maybe Patrick have 4 wives. Patrick, maybe you have 4 wives. Each wife give birth to you, 2 children. So 4 wives, 2 children, 8 children, 4 wives, 12, plus your mother-in-laws. So you have 4 wives. So imagine you have 4 mother-in-laws. Shit, right? Fucking nightmare, right? You think that, oh, having 4 wives seems like fun, but now you think it's a fucking nightmare, right? So same thing. Imagine all these people is giving you shit, Patrick. Can you imagine that? If all these people don't think alike and work towards the common goal? No. So it's not as easy as just hiring one person, Like, oh, yes, I have the budget. I hire 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys. If the 4 people do not want to be there, my suggestion is sack them. It's true. In my company, this is how I operate. If I hire Govit today, Govit, wave to everybody so that everybody knows who you are. Govit, wave to everybody so that everybody knows who you are. I think he's hanged. His Wi-Fi is down. Okay, so Govit, 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 are you listening? The hell is he doing, man? He's gonna lose his job, Govit, Govit. Let me call him up now. I think he's not fucking listening. All right. Govit, can you hear me, Govit? Let me surprise him and I say that he got terminated. Govit, can you hear me? Okay, let me call him first because we need to use him as an example. Okay. I think he's not listening. Govit, can you hear? Oh, he's talking to someone. I'm sorry. So basically, it's like a team. If your team don't work towards the common goal, I give you a good example, right? In our company, if people don't follow my goals, I will get rid of them. Okay, I will get rid of them. Either they follow or they don't. Okay, let me explain to you why this is important. Some of you are working for someone now, right? Did you realize that you never give 100% to them? Divani, you didn't give 100% yesterday, all right? So don't give me the bullshit by telling me, oh no, boss, I worked very hard yesterday. That's absolutely nonsense, right? You didn't, okay? Be honest, Be honest, okay? You didn't. Why you didn't give 100% to your boss? Because you hate his fucking goals. That's the reason, right? So every day you're there because of the money. That's it. You go there, hang around a bit for a few hours, and then you go home. Most of you work like that. Most of you are not working. You are hanging around in your office. That's it. Okay? Please do not tell me that you work hard. I don't believe. Okay? Most of you hang around in the office, and then time's up, you go home. Okay? That's the truth, right, Jacinta? Yes, right? That's the truth. Okay? That's the truth. All right? Why you hang around and go home? Because you do not know your company goals. You do not like your company goals. You hate your boss, and that's why it doesn't work this way. You understand? So, true common goals is a repetitive formula. You have to continue to explain to them the common goals. Like our common goals is 100, 100,000. 100 officers, 100 services, 1,000 personnel. So all my staff knows this. Of course, when I plan this, they also understand where their rewards going to come from. They understand how they're going to make money. They understand how they're going to get promoted. So common goals, structured, motivate them. Foster problem solving and decision making skills. Okay, let's make it simple. Now, again, those married people, right? Those women, especially women, okay? Those married people, if you are in a marriage, right? Your wives always want to be right? Yes? Put a thumbs up. Come on. Even the girls, right? You want to be right. You don't care. You don't care who's wrong. You just want to be right. Right? Is that smart? Is that smart? The answer is no. Right? So that's why a lot of people have problems. It's because they want to be right. Problem solving skills is not to see who is right or who is wrong. That is so stupid. Problem solving skills is to make things right. It doesn't matter who's wrong. It doesn't matter who's right. Once there's a problem, you make things right. Man, a lot of you spend time quarreling with each other. Oh, I'm right. And then the husband will say, no, you spend 6 days having this stupid debate of who's right, who's wrong. Nobody gives a shit, So ultimately, the person that can always make things right will always win. Okay? Next one, develop resilience and adaptability in the face of challenges. Now, if you attend my training, I always tell people, prepare for shit. We don't want shit. We don't wish for shit. We don't hope for shit. But we are always prepared for shit. My staff just died, who is very close to me. But I will still move on. Because I'm mentally prepared to lose people on the battlefield. Right? Of course, I don't want to lose people on the battlefield. I wish no ill for the people on the battlefield. But I always for losing people on the battlefield. Just like if I sack Govind today. Govind, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Govind? Okay, Govind, if I be honest, if I sack you today, will I still wake up tomorrow and enjoy my life? No, I think you don't understand my question. If I terminate you today, terminate you today, okay? Govind, can you hear me? Put a thumbs up, you can hear me. Okay, if I terminate you today, when I wake up tomorrow morning, will I still be happy and enjoy my life? Yes, I will. Ta-da! Yeah, it's true, Govind, it's true. Govind is not lying. Okay, it's true. Right? Why? Because you are always prepared. You have to prepare. A lot of people, fail in life is because they thought that in life they shouldn't face shit. So when you are not trained to face shit, every shit is a surprise. Oh, what happened? Why is it raining today? I was preparing to go to stage and sing. God, why did you make it rain? See? Stupid. It's weather. Weather rains. You see? So always prepared. Next one, promote ethical and responsible leadership practice. When it comes to this, all my staff knows that although the way I speak, the way I look, do not look ethical. I don't look like an ethical person, but I can tell you one thing. I am one of the most ethical person on this earth. Right, Govind? Right. I don't look ethical, but I am one of the most ethical person that live. You cannot compromise with ethical and responsible practices. Most small teams and companies that close or shut down is because nobody want to be responsible for anything. And when that happens, they start blaming each other. Okay, so today we're going to go through all 7 points. Next slide. Go with next slide. Standard leadership. A definition of leadership and its importance. Now, remember I told you, you need to set principles. You have to set the principles. What kind of leader you want to be. Okay, like, of course, you're not me. It's difficult to be me. We are all different. That's why we need to have different leadership styles and their strengths. So you need to identify. Like, I know I can be your best friend, and my staff knows that if they have problems, they can come and see me. But they will not come and see me with stupid problems. You know, stupid problems? Example, or my cat is pregnant. Can I take 3 days leave to take care of my cat? I will fuck my staff up. Seriously. Even my staff, when they take leave, they take MCs or leave, they are very afraid to tell me, because if I think it's something stupid, right, they, I'll fuck them up. Right? But of course, when it comes to real problems, they know that I'm always there. So all of you must understand from your own personality what kind of leader you want to be. How can strictness help you? How can friendship help you? How can, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a different types of leadership, right? So you got to figure out when to use when, what to use what, at what situation. That when it comes to problems, for me, when it comes to problems, some, when there's a lot of emotions, there's a lot of arguments, there's a lot of crazy people that come to my room to trash certain things out. The first thing I always tell the people, when you talk to me, you better control your fucking emotions. And all my staff knows that. Right? Once they're emotional in my room, I'll just fuck them up and tell them to get out from my room. Because I believe that when you are emotional, you cannot think. You understand now? It corrupts the way you think. So my leadership is a bit different. I'm firm. I can be a good friend, and I can be really, really funny, So it's combined of 3 things. So you must know which type of leadership is for what and what kind of strengths you need. So you can come out with different packages so they can use on your personal team. Identifying personal leadership styles and strengths assessment. Remember I told you, right? Because you are different from me. You cannot be me. All of us are different. So you need to identify what is the best role you can play as a leader. So I'm going to give you one good example. My finance director. Her name is Ming Yue. She is a very sweet girl. She's a very kind-hearted girl, and she doesn't shout at people. Not like me. I can go fucking crazy sometimes. No, she doesn't. She's a totally opposite of me. So her leadership style is motherly. She genuinely have care and concern for people, which is also very important. So my leadership style is firmness. So we sort of like help each other to cover each other's strengths and weaknesses. So that's what leadership is about. Leadership is about using different styles at different situations to cover different grounds. Understand? Clear? So this is standard leadership. standard. Of course, we have complex, but complex, you know, it's not for you at the moment. So this is called standard leadership. Next slide. Self-awareness and emotional intelligence. God, this is the worst. Because most of you are millennials and Gen Zs and Gen Ys, right? So most people are super emotional. Stop it. Nobody cares about your emotion. Nobody cares about your feelings. So you must understand the role of self-awareness. You must understand what kind of person you are and stop lying to yourself. If you are really full of shit, if you are a liar, if you are a manipulator, if you are a lazy person, and you're trying to pretend to be someone that you are not, nobody will listen to you. Okay, a good example is all of you work for people before, right? Right? So sometimes your manager will come and talk to you. You know that your manager is lazy like shit. You know, but he's pretending, I work very hard, the fucker, you come to work at 9 a.m. That fucker came to work at 11 a.m. But he's trying to convince you that he's a hardworking manager. Did you listen to them? No, right? Yeah, Devani will pretend because she needs the money. Oh yeah, boss. And then you go to the toilet and spend half a day in the toilet playing video games and playing the handphone games. Right? You understand what I'm saying? Right? So self-awareness is important. I think I tell you guys plenty of times, right? If you are lazy, stupid, manipulative, it's okay because you're dumb. So the key thing is don't be dumb. Correct those problems. People know. People are not stupid, they know. And that's why a lot of you don't listen to your supervisors and managers, is because you know they are full of shit. Why would you want to listen to people that are full of shit? Those people are full of shit because they have no self-awareness. Some people on this earth don't even know they're full of shit. They don't even know. Trust me, I know there are people like that don't even know that they are full of shit. So you have to have strong self-awareness of what kind of person you are. Developing emotional intelligence and empathy. Now, this is one of the hardest things to do. Emotional intelligence is your emotions, right? Your feelings. You cannot bring your personal feelings to work. I teach my staff 2 ways to judge things. The first thing is the market way. The second thing is your own way. Market means how society perceive, means the truth. Personal thinking is your own opinions. You understand? Like every time when I do something, I will have 2 sets of opinions. The first opinion is market opinion, the truth opinion. All right? The second opinion is my personal opinion. You'll be quite surprised that most of the time we are wrong. Most of the times we are wrong, including me. Okay? So every time when I want to deal with a problem, I will have 2 types of thinking. How is the truth? And the other one is, how do I think about this? And you'll be quite surprised. Most of the time you think you are wrong if you put your emotions aside, right? Okay, we must show empathy. Now, empathy is not, Catherine, you have no money, you come and look for me, I give you money. That means, Car, you have no money. Boss, can I borrow money? I lend you money. Oh, Roslyn, you know, you have a lot of problems. Okay, you can go home now. Take care of your problems, you know? You understand? Raquel, you have too many boyfriends, you know, you need time to spend to every boyfriend. All your boyfriends are angry at you now. You see? That's not empathy. That's called stupidity. Now, why a lot of us make this stupid decision is because we let our personal emotions to control the empathy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Right? Right? People got to understand emotions and empathy is together. We show empathy when we are emotional. We always make wrong decisions. Okay, like for example, some of you have girlfriends, right? And boyfriends, right? Your boyfriends tell you, you know, oh, I'm going to work hard. I promise you that I will change. Okay? You know this story? I think a lot of you heard of this story, right? And then you say, yeah, okay. And then 1 year later, I promise you I will change. Then 1 year later, I promise you I will change. Next year later, I promise you I will change. You know he's not going to change. But because you're so emotional, you love him. I don't think you love him because nobody loves a lazy person. You're just afraid to be alone. You understand? You're just afraid to be alone. So your emotional intelligence is weak. Therefore, you show empathy wrongly. Now, I give you two stories. This is a two real story. The first story is I have a staff called Mervin. I fucking hate his guts. Fucking hate his guts. Okay, he knows that I told him in his face, I fucking hate your guts. Right? So when I sacked him, the last 1 month salary, I did not give to him. I swear. I don't care if I break the law. I told him, you go and get a lawyer, you report the government, I'd rather burn the cash than give you this money. Okay, I have the money to give him, but I just refuse because we have recording. He came to work for 1 month. He didn't do shit, you know, and he tried to scam us, you know. You understand what I'm saying? I told him, you can report to the authorities. I'll go to court. I'd rather go to jail than to give you this money. And it wasn't a lot, it's $1,000+ only. Okay? Right? Another story is the guy that just passed away, Jackson. Right? He's hardworking. He's good. And I told, because his salary is, because in Bhutan, the salary is not really that high, I can afford. I told Chandra to inform his family, you know, we'll raise money for him, which we did. Our company raised money for his family. You understand? We raised about $4,000 to give to his family. You get my point? So what I'm trying to tell you is you must control your emotions when you show empathy. We must sympathize people. We do. I do sympathize people. I do. But if you're lazy as fuck and I know about it, why the hell should I sympathize you? I'll get rid of you. Right? So you get my point? So every time when you want to show empathy, please control your emotional intelligence. And that's called managing emotions and building effective relationships. Now, listen, guys, this is the worst of the worst of the worst for all of you. Man, 99% of you are emotional. 99% of you are crazy, right? Who are the crazy people? Put a thumbs up. Come on, be honest. Yeah, good. You know you're crazy, right? Emotional, drama, self-opinionated, a lot of ego, a lot of pride. Yes, right? Right? A lot of pride, a lot of ego. Some of you are really full of shit as well. Yes, you know who you are, right? You see, because you cannot manage your emotions. You cannot. You cannot manage your emotions. Once you cannot manage your emotions, 99% of the things that you're going to do today will always fail. How are you going to build an effective relationship if you're super drama. Again, I'm going to sound a bit racist now. Please do not go to my Facebook account and say that I'm a racist person. Okay? Promise me you're not going to get angry. Promise. Everybody? Promise? Promise, right? Good. You know Filipino woman and Indian woman are super drama? Yes or no? Yes or no? No. Come on. Yes or no? Good. Be honest. And that's why they always have so much fights. Right? Right? And you don't even know what you're fighting. Right? You don't even know why you're fighting. How can you? Common sense would tell you, right? If everybody is drama, if everybody is emotional, how in the world are you going to build effective relationship? And that's why a lot of women today, they like simps. You know, simps, S-I-M-P-S, obedient husband, carry the bag. when they go shopping, the husband and the boyfriend will be holding the bag. Right? They're more feminine than women. Yes? Yeah, it's true. It's true, right? You can see that, right? Oh, carry the bag like a simp, right? Following the woman's instruction, right? Yes, come on, you know it's true. It's controversial, but it's true. Understand? Right? You want a strong man, but with simp behavior. How is it going to work? It's not going to work. You understand? It's not going to work. It will only work if everybody shut the fuck up, control the emotions before you meet any confrontation, and that's how you build relationship. And that's why your grandparents never divorce. Do you know why your grandparents never divorce? Because none of them talk to each other. Everybody have no emotions, right? So when you have no emotions, usually you build the best relationship. Okay, next slide. Communication and interpersonal skills. Effective communication strategies for leaders. Now, this is something I'm going to teach you now. Every single staff that I have, I know their personality and I know their character. You cannot use the same communication skills with different types of people. It will never, never, never work. When I speak to Govind, right, because Govind is a simp. Seriously, Govind is a simp. Okay, let me be. Govind, you know you're a simp. Okay, you are a simp. Right, Govind, put a thumbs up. Be honest with me. Yes, yeah, he's the guy that will hold your. If he's your boyfriend, he's the guy that's going to hold your bags all the time. Okay, right, Govind, be honest. Yes, yes. Okay, good. So when I talk to him, I have to be in a very fiery mood. You understand that? You understand what I'm saying? And then he can be effective. Right? Some people, like my personal assistant, I got to talk to her softly. Because if I go fiery, she will commit suicide. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm just throwing some pointers out. You know, like everybody is different. You cannot use the same way to talk to everybody. It doesn't work this way. Like today, because we have a class, right? I tell you the truth. Every time when I speak, because I cannot speak individually here. I got to speak in a group. 70% of you will like the way I speak. Like really, really like the way I speak. 30% of you will not. You will feel offended. But because we are in a group teaching, it's hard to put all the personality together. So I go for the majority. Majority is 70%. 70% love the way I speak, 30% do not. But if I break into smaller groups and I speak to you individually, of course, the chances of you liking the way I speak will be higher because I will customize myself, look at your personality, look at your character, and change the way I speak to you. Now you understand? Okay, so you got to look at everybody's character and find a way to come out with a communication strategy. You cannot use the same way to talk to people. Govit is the simple way. So simple way means you must push him. You know, how the wife pushed the husband to carry the bags. That is Govit's way. Okay, so now you get it. Okay, good. Active listening and feedback techniques. Now, at my level, I don't use this. Okay, because in my level, the levels are different. But for small teams, and if you are a beginner leader, you have to listen because you don't have enough experience. So when you don't have enough experience, don't automatically assume that you are correct, because most of the times you will not be correct. So you must practice active listening and feedback techniques. That means you ask for their feedbacks, you know, things like that, because this is junior leader. Whereas my level is different. I don't really listen anymore, okay? Because, you know, I surpassed that stage now. I will listen to something else, but not feedbacks anymore. Because I understand what feedbacks is about. But for you guys, it's a bit different because you're junior. So because you are not at that level yet, so you have to practice active listening and feedback techniques. Conflict resolution, negotiation skills. Now, when it comes to conflicts, you do not run away from conflicts. Okay? Because once you start running away from conflicts, that is where you did not solve anything. Okay? Most people today, why their problems cannot be solved is because they are running away all the time. Now, I'll give you a good example. Some of you need the extra cash, right? Right? You know, some of you need the extra cash, right? So you know on the weekends, you can do part-time jobs. So you need the extra cash. You need the part-time job. So why are you running? So that's a conflict of not enough money, right? But why are you not doing it? Because you're running away from it. So most people that cannot solve problems is because they ran away from the problems. So you have to be at the line, in the line of fire. And always remember this, guys, not all conflicts can be solved. And not all negotiation deals you can close. After you have thrashed it out and there's still disagreement, if he has to go, he has to go. You understand what I'm saying? Right? When you handle conflicts, it's not, you're trying your best to solve a problem, but doesn't mean that all problems will be solved, because at your level, it's a bit different. So always remember this, but you cannot run away from conflicts. So after you have shown the conflict resolution and negotiation skills, and if the deals are solved, if the deals are being negotiated, happy. If they are not, it's okay as well. You understand? Not everyone needs to love you. Okay? Do you understand? Not everyone must love you. Not everyone must love you. There's no such thing as everybody must love you. So if after the conflict and they still don't love you anymore, leave. Move on. Okay? Next slide. Inspiring and motivating teams. Now, because we live in an emotional world, everybody is emotional. So everybody needs to be inspired. Everybody needs to be motivated. Now, I always create a compelling vision for my staff, right? We set goals. Like it's true, the last 3 months, including this upcoming month, I managed to get 70% of my staff to travel abroad for the first time. And for the first time in their lives, they travel to another country. Okay? Now, the compelling vision was, of course, we set certain sales KPI, we set certain things, and then we set the goals and we reward the goals. Okay? So, compelling vision is important. Remember, I told you, it's like a vision is like a hope, like a dream. If you don't set a bait in front, how are you going to chase the dream? Like, for example, maybe like Velu from India, right? Or from Sri Lanka or from Malaysia, right? Velu, okay, maybe he wants to be the most handsome Bollywood star from India, right? Maybe, Velu, maybe, Okay, so the compelling vision is Velu has 6-pack. You know, the Indian Bollywood stars, they're all very muscular, right? If you watch Bollywood movies, man, even the old people have 6-packs. So you know you need to train a 6-pack. You know you need to have muscles. You need to have better haircut, right? Trim your eyebrows, you know, better beard, you know, better colognes, better dressing. So the compelling vision is there. Oh, Velu. 1 year later, oh my God, he looked like a Greek god, you know, sexy body, the 6-pack, muscles, tight fit shirt, you know, tight. So everybody look at Velu now. Velu, wave to everybody, Velu, so that everybody knows who you are. That's Velu now, so you know who Velu. So now I want everybody look at him now. Imagine him wearing just underwear. Okay? And then, wow, you see, and then all the muscles, you know, and the 6-pack, or the tight fit t-shirt, or like, you know, like those Bollywood stars, right? So that's the compelling vision, right? So all companies must have, all teams must have. You must create a compelling vision. So imagine Velu now, oh, this Bollywood star, 6-packs, just wearing a swimming costume, you know. Oh my God, right? You see the difference? Right? And then all of us will work towards that direction. Because if you just tell people to work every single day and they don't see anything, it's not going to work. And that's why a lot of you hate your job, because every day you're just blindly going to your job, right? Go to work, punch the card, go to work, punch the card, going home, punch the card, next morning, punch the card, you know, because there's no vision for you to see. So you go to the office, like some of you are in telemarketing or customer service, right? So imagine there's no compelling vision. Every day, this is your mindset. Oh, shit. Today, there will be so many dumb shits going to call me up and complain to me about the product. Right? Then if you work in McDonald's, all these fat people, why the fuck they eat so much burgers and Kentucky Fried Chicken? Why these idiots eat so many Kentucky Fried Chicken, burger, French fry? Can't they eat something else? Why? Because there's no vision. You must have a vision for your team, because the vision is the thing that pulls everything together. Just like Velu now, the Bollywood god, right? Wow, the vision is there now. The 6-pack, the muscles. Oh, that Velu will start to think, yeah, I can be like the Bollywood star. All I need to do is start exercising, going to the gym, doing a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, eat healthy, read more books, dress better, go to the website, check it out. What's the latest fashion from India? You know, something like that. So the compelling vision must be secured so that people can be motivated. So once you set up the vision, you have to motivate people to reach the vision. So example, in my organization is, I told them about our vision. The vision is one day all of us can sit down face to face, talk to each other, and we have people from different countries with different passports. It's going to be fucking amazing. And 99% of us are having above average income, which COVID has above average income. You know, it's going to be beautiful. And then if we continue to grow, we continue to learn more things, you see. So that's how you motivate people, through the vision, which most companies do not know and do anymore. And that's the reason why when you start to go to work nowadays, your soul is dying every day because there's no vision to keep you intact. Understand? Building trust and fostering a positive work environment. Now, when it comes to build trust, there are 101 ways. Like in my company, I use the communist way. I'm a dictator in my company when it comes to build trust. Okay, no freedom of speech in my company. If Govi want to talk so much, he can go to another company. I don't give a fuck. Okay, my company, when it comes to build trust, is number one. I refuse to allow my people to be stupid. Now, this statement is a crazy statement, right? It's an orthodox statement. But if you carefully and think about this statement, it's a statement of trust. Who wants to be stupid? And everybody knows that in my company, I really refuse. COVID, no. Man, if I need to send people to beat him up, to make sure that he doesn't do anything stupid, I will do it. So building trust, there's 101 ways to build trust. But trust is important because if you don't build trust, nobody will know that you care. You see, right? My staff knows that I care for the people that are very loyal, they are very hardworking in my company. Positive work environment. If you're a little bitch, if you complain a lot, if you're a princess, you're out. I kill off these people because the work culture in a positive environment is important. Okay, next slide. Problem solving and decision making skills. Again, analytical thinking and problem solving frameworks. Remember, being emotional gets you nowhere. Okay, stop watching too much Bollywood shows, Velu. I know Bollywood can make everybody super charged up and super emotional. Okay, again, let me repeat again. Some of you are emotional. You don't like your government. You're complaining every day. You don't like your company. You're complaining every day. You don't like your president. You're complaining anyway. Well, it's true. Maybe some of your complaints are justified. It's real. Maybe your country is corrupted. Maybe your boss is really a fucking asshole. You know, maybe. But the truth is, so what? So what? Life needs to go on. Yeah, some of you lost your husband. Some of you lost your children. Maybe. Some of you lost your company. Maybe. Some of you hates your mother-in-law because your mother-in-law is wicked and evil and mean towards you. Maybe. You know, you got cheated by someone. Your money is gone. Maybe. Yes, maybe, perhaps, you know, so what? So what? Because once your emotions is in your brain, how are you going to solve problems? You just everyday fucking drama. You got to calm the fuck down and be analytical, like me. Jackson died. You know, if some of your close friends die, will you still be positive like me? There's a chance. No, correct. So that's the reason why I'm more successful than you. But just because I have less emotions than you means I'm a more evil person? No, because I told my team, if everybody's going to feel sad, Nothing is going to work. I'd rather everybody shut the fuck up, work hard today, and every month I can give some money to their family. Right? Isn't that a better way? Right? They don't want to see my tears. Yeah, they might feel touched because they know that I genuinely care for him. Yes. Then life goes on already. There are time for grieving. So once the time is up, you move on. You move on. Because once you move on, you start to realize that there's so many possibilities and there's so many solutions. Right? So imagine now, I told my staff were having fun today. So usually someone that is close that died, you shouldn't be having fun, right? So I told my staff, listen, I rather everybody celebrate the time he was with us than every day moaning and crying. Yeah, it's true. There is time for grieving. We grieve. ED, past tense, we move on. So today onwards, everybody's going to work hard for the company to bring in more money to the company so that maybe every month I can give them 500 USD to his wife, every month until the company closes down. Right? If 100 people are working properly, what is 500 USD per month? Nothing. But the 500 USD per month that I'm going to give her for her rest of her life, especially in a country like Bhutan, is good money. You see? So that's why I'm trying, what's analytical is so problem-solving framework. So you need to, every problem has a structure of solving problem. Step 1, what should we do? Step 2, what should we do? Step 3, what should we do? Step 4, what should we do? So every problem that you have, you must come up with a framework because all frameworks are different. Making informed and ethical decisions. Every time when I make a decision, I will inform everybody because I like transparency. If I cannot make a decision, no one can rush my decision. Now, once I make a decision, I will inform everybody, and it must be ethical. Ethical. That means it must be an honest, truthful decision. Honesty is still the best policy. But of course, you got to be smart with honesty as well. Just you don't have to lie to people, but you don't reveal to people. You understand? But then when it comes to problem, it must be informed. Everybody must know what's going on, but they must know that I'm the decision maker. What I say means what I say, but that answer will be ethical. Ethical, it will be fair. Understand? Dealing with ambiguity and uncertainty. Now, because nowadays life has a lot of uncertainties, it's true. It's not like last time during my generation, right? The only if you struggle in life during my time, it's because of stupidity. There's no other answers. You understand? But this generation is different. Even if you're smart, get a degree, get a master, get a PhD, doesn't mean that you can get a job. So it's a bit different now. But you still have to tell your team, no matter how bad the situation is, we still have to solve it. Uncertainties will always be there. Who knows? Maybe next year there'll be a nuclear war. Next year, maybe China will attack Taiwan, perhaps. Maybe America will go bankrupt. Maybe. You understand? France might have a civil war, So there's a lot of uncertainties. Malaysia ringgit could be 5 ringgit to 1 Singapore dollar. Right? So there's a lot of uncertainties. Just because there's uncertainties doesn't mean that you need to run away with it. You got to always face the uncertainties. You got to always stand in the line of fire. Let your team know that you are always there. We cannot find solutions for everything. Please understand this. I'm not trying to teach you to find solutions for everything because that's impossible. That's impossible. What I'm trying to tell you is you got to be there until it cannot be done anymore. You understand? You're going to be there until it cannot be done anymore. So imagine a lot of you work for me and a lot of you are angry at me because of certain things that I do, right? That's uncertainty, right? But I'm not going to run from it. I'm going to talk to you, right? And tell you what the terms and conditions are. And then if you like it, you continue. If you don't like it, we only be friends. You understand? But you cannot run away from it. Okay? Next one. Resilience and adaptability. Building resilience in leadership roles. So when you think of leadership, what do you think first? Leader. Leader is someone that is courageous, someone that is brave, someone that is strong, someone that's disciplined, someone that's committed, someone that's independent, right? So as a leader, you got to understand, because you are the boss, you are the manager. Whether you like it or not, you have to be the toughest person in your company or your team. Like in my company, I'm the leader of this organization. I believe that I am the toughest in my whole company because I'm the most resilient, right? Leadership have to have resilience skills. You have to. If not, if you're weak and you don't want to change, don't be a leader. Adapting to change and manage setbacks. Now, if you attend my classes before, you know, I always tell, you know, when people ask me this question, like how to deal with disappointments, how to deal with sadness, how to deal with unpredictability, you know. So I always tell people, you always need to hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Okay? So that you don't get disappointed. So example, today, I'm teaching 150 students today, right? So when I look at your faces, all of you look so handsome, so smart, you know, look very intelligent, right? Right? So I hope that all of you, after my class, will implement the skills that I taught you. But I'm not crazy. There will still be 50% of you hanging around, watching TikTok videos, you know, going for a nap, you know, sleeping, you know, and then and things like, oh, Mr. Benson, he's talking shit. He doesn't know how to be a leader. I'm mentally prepared for that. Really, I am. I'm mentally prepared for 30% of you to talk shit about me. See? So when 30% of people, you guys talk shit about me, was I upset? No, because I'm ready. But for you guys are different, huh? Mary Ann, somebody talk shit about you. Oh, why people talk shit about me? You see, and then you go fucking crazy. Right? Who tells you that life should be okay for you? Who told you that? No one. No one. So always remember this. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So you adapt to changes. You manage setbacks easily. Okay? Next one. And this is something that I always teach my staff. Promoting a growth mindset. Always tell people that you have to grow. You have to grow. Just like I always tell you guys, I don't care even if you're rich, poor, come from countries of war, or come from the richest countries in the world, or maybe you have a triple PhD or just a high school education. Life is about growing. Okay? Simple, right? Let me show you something simple. The world rotates, right? This is how the world rotates. Huh? It rotates, right? So by right, you are supposed to rotate with the world. You understand? So technology improve, you're supposed to improve with technology. English vocabulary increase, you're supposed to increase your English vocabulary, right? You grow older, you're supposed to be exercising more. You see? So that's called a growth mindset, continuously growing. And it will only end the day you die. It cannot end the day you retire. It cannot end the day that you earn the most money. It cannot end the day when you earn $1 million or find the best jobs on this earth or find the best wife on this earth. No. You have to continuously grow until the way you die. If not, this is what's going to happen. If you don't grow and the world start to grow every day, meow, 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 meow. You see what's happening now? You see what's happening now? The world is moving so far away from you. And that's the reason a lot of you felt lost. A lot of you feel hopeless. It's because you did not grow. You did not grow. So the world continued to increase housing. The world continued to increase inflation. The world is continuing to increase the price of eggs, the price of the bus fares, petrol, whatever, toilet paper prices increase, but because you're not ready. You're saying, why is it growing so fast? Oh, because you didn't grow. What the fuck have you been doing for the last 10 years? Until you met us. And the truth is, it's true. After 90% of the people met us, they start to understand this. But before you meet us, what the fuck were you doing? Because you didn't grow. So you didn't grow, you got left behind. And all those rich fuckers, all those rich men, they look at it, opportunities. They always think there's opportunities. You always think there's no opportunities, but those people always think there's opportunities. So that's how you must tell your team to grow. And never tell your team, and this is important. I always tell my team, it's okay to make mistakes. There's nothing wrong in making mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes, but you cannot repeat the same mistake. You understand? No? You cannot repeat the same mistake. Like the girls, girls, you put lipstick, right? It's the same, huh? You put lipstick, right? A lot of girls put lipstick, right? They put lipstick, so you have one technique. Right? True? That's what, so you learn, right? So remember when you were young, you did not know how to put lipstick, right? So you and then you stuck the lipstick in your nose like that. Oh, my lipstick is on my nose. Oh shit! My lipstick is in my nose. Oh, and then, man. So imagine, you cannot put your lipstick close to your nose, but every single day you are that dumb. Man, that's the problem with people today. Why most people fail today is because they always make the same mistakes. You see, think about this. When you were young, you grew really fast, right? You ride a bicycle, you fall down, you get up again. Oh, I know. Wow, then you become a BMX star, right? Remember when you first cook your egg? The first time you cook an egg, you did not know how to cook an egg, right? So you look at the egg now. Oh, okay, I know. I cook egg. But as you grow older, you become a smart ass. 90% of people, older people, are smart asses, right? Even they know it's wrong, they still continue to do. Right? Yeah, a lot of you are laughing now because you are a smart ass, right? You know that, right? You know it's wrong. You have the intelligence to know. Yes, I need to wake up at 7 a.m. today because my job starts at 9 a.m. But guess what? You wake up at 8:45 and you hope that God can help you to fly to one side to work. Some of you like to watch Korean dramas, right? Especially the Filipino woman, right? You like to watch Korean dramas, right? So you're not supposed to watch until 3 a.m. in the morning, right? But guess what? You still watch until 3 a.m. in the morning. You repeat the same mistakes over and over again. You know why? Because when you were young, when you make a mistake, your father will just gosh. But when you got older, no one can punish you. That's why you continue. So that's why I said, like I always tell my staff, it's okay to make mistakes, but it must be a new mistake. If I found it's a repetitive mistake, I will fuck you up. That tells me that you're stupid, and I don't allow my team to be stupid. Okay? So promote a growth mindset and learn from failures. Next one. Leading with ethics and integrity. Understand ethical dilemmas in leadership. Now, this is the worst that has ever been in today's management. Today, I'm sorry to tell you, and I hope that you do not have this type of experience, or maybe you are the kind of person as well. If you are, please change. Today's people are manipulative, lazy, full of shit, full of corruption, things like that. So one of the biggest issue in society today is there are not enough good leaders for people to learn. Because humans are creatures of social behavior. So who you hang out with, that's most likely who you're going to become, because you think that's normal. So because there are so many poor leaders today, they are full of shit. Some of them kiss the ass of the bosses, right? Right? Some of them kiss the ass of the bosses to get leadership. Some of the girls wear sexy clothes to make the bosses hire them, give them a better position, Unfortunately, this is what's happening around the world. So, and that's why their teams will never be successful. And that's why you hate leaders like that. And that's why a lot of people don't understand why the teams are not working anymore. Like, for example, if you work for me, you cannot kiss my ass. It doesn't work. It does not work even 1%. Right? It does not even work 1%. It doesn't work. Okay, so ethical dilemma is to make sure that you're not the kind of person. Yes, it's true. You might get the position. You might get the shortcut. But the problem is your team will not listen to you. You will still have a very ineffective team. So when you're a leader, you need the team. It's not called individual. It's called leadership. Leadership means leading a team. Okay, if you're the kind of person that are not disciplined, not committed, manipulative, making use of people all the time, yes, you might get promoted to become a leader, but in the end, you will struggle as a leader because your team will not listen to you. And in the end, you will still lose your job because you are still a shit leader. Developing a personal code of ethics. Now, this morning, I had a meeting with one of the entrepreneurs. And the company name is called Go Global. Now, my personal ethics is not how I say it. It's what I believe. Okay? So when I speak differently from most people. And I honestly do not care about your opinions towards me, especially when it comes to business negotiation. I will tell you who am I. If you think that I'm the kind of person that you can work with, we work together. Because I believe in that. If you don't like the way I work, we just be friends today. That's it. Finish. End of story. That's my personal code of ethics. You must have a personal code. If you don't have personal code, you want to know the difference between us and the animals? Animals have no personal code. Even you hit a dog in the face, the dog will get afraid and scared, right? But in 5 minutes time, if you put a potato chip on your hand, the dog will still come and eat your potato chip. Now you get it? So God made us humans. Humans have brains. Humans have mindset. Develop a personal code of ethics. Ethical decision-making and responsible leadership practices. Okay, I'll give you one good example. A few months back, 3 of my staff from Singapore went to a pub to drink alcohol. And they got into a big fight, real big fight. It's a true story, big fight. And the police came and 3 of my staff got arrested. This is a true story, okay? 3 of my staff got arrested. So now it's okay because they pay a fine, so the police let them off. So they pay a hefty fine, really hefty fine, big fine. So they don't have to go to jail. So now I told them, no more nights out. That means you cannot go without our staff there. That means if you go on your own, if you go clubbing on your own again, you'll be out of this company. Now, people ask me, why are you interfering in their personal lives, right? Taking the freedom away from them, right? I said, no, it's not. Right? These fuckers nearly went to jail, because of stupidity. And alcohol make people stupid. That's the truth. So I'm making this decision to protect them. Right? But my 3 staff, they agree with me because they know they're stupid. And they promised me that they will not go clubbing unless our people is there. The older leaders are there. Okay? So always remember this: ethical decision-making and responsible leadership practices. Okay? Next one. COVID, any more slides? Remove the slides. Okay, guys, you can see these are basic methods if you are a newbie. You understand? Basic methods for you to manage a team. Now, when you implement these practices, especially if you are a new guy managing a new team, the first thing you will see is negative reaction. Okay? Because previously, you were like them. Idiots. So all of a sudden, today, you want to be a good guy. So the idiots will not be happy because you are part of the idiot group. You're part of the bitches talking shit about people group. You're part of the, yeah, right? You're part of the complaining group. You're part of the manipulative group. You're part of the talking shit about other people group. Remember? You are. So all of a sudden, you change. You got to mentally prepare. People who talk shit about you. You understand, guys? When you implement strong ethical behavior when you come to leadership, be prepared that your current colleagues will hate your guts. Okay, because you were like them. Remember? Who got drunk last night? You did. And all of a sudden, you banned people from drinking. Right? Remember last night? You went out drinking with them. And all of you danced naked on the table. Now, you tell people that you cannot dance naked on the table anymore. So be prepared. Strong leaders have lesser friends. Okay? But strong leaders have better success. I want Govit to be my staff. I don't want Govit to be my friend. Right, Govit? Why the fuck am I your friend? I don't even know your full name. Seriously, I have no idea about his full name. Okay? But through my strong leadership, he has a good job, he's making money, he's feeding his family, he has stability, he has security. So why is it bad? Just because I don't hang out with him, dance naked when we get drunk, right? Or I'm not his friend. Fuck him. I don't want to be his friend. You understand? Govin, why you're not interesting? Why should I be your friend? Right? So now you get it. So when this is important, a lot of people don't understand this. Leadership, good leaders have a lot of haters. Always remember this, good people always have a lot of haters. Just like a lot of you, like if you want to do a business, right? Imagine today, Maricon want to open a chicken shop, sell chicken, fried chicken, okay? A lot of people will talk shit about her. A lot of people will say, Maricon, your idea is stupid. The chicken shop is going to die. There's so many chicken shops in the Philippines. Who the fuck going to eat your stupid chicken? Chicken is so expensive. 101 shit is going to hammer on you. Okay? You know why? Because I'm sorry again. And please don't get upset, guys. Please do not go to my Facebook and put negative comments and say that I'm racist, which is obviously it's not right because Govin is from India. If I'm racist, he will not be here, okay? Because I'm Chinese. I'm not Indian. I'm Chinese. Okay? So it's because, again, because 70% of the people today are weak and stupid. And some of you are like that. This is the sensitive topic. Sensitive. Every time when you see me teach, you know that I can be a bit controversial, I can be a bit hardcore, I can be a bit mean, I can be a bit cruel, I can be a bit disrespectful because I don't have time. I don't have the time to go and talk to Patrick. Hey, little Patrick, hey, you must be a good boy, like how your mother talk to you like that. What the fuck I have this time? Patrick, wake the fuck up and do something. That's what I will tell you, right? You get my point? So I want you to understand, being a good leader is never easy. And that's why most people don't want to be good leaders. Good leaders have no friends. I have no friends. It's not that I don't know friends. I don't want friends. No friends. I don't want to go to a club and drink beer until 4 a.m. in the morning and cannot wake up the next day. I don't want that. You understand? I don't want to hang out with a bunch of people gossiping, talking shit, criticizing whatever, and don't want to do anything. And that's what good leaders talk shit about performance, but they don't talk shit about people. You understand? I have never talked shit about Govin as a person. Okay, I always say Govin is a good guy, he's hardworking, he loves his family, he's an honest guy, I will talk shit about his performance. Understand? Performance is different. When you talk shit about people's performance, it's because you want them to grow. Remember I told you it must be a constantly grown mentality. Some of you are older, right? I can see some of you are older. Okay, some of you are in the 40s now, maybe even the 50s. Because you did not have a grown mindset and you start to grow today. Imagine you start attending classes like this 10 years ago or 15 years ago. Things would have been different. You understand? And of course, the younger people here, don't be too proud as well. Oh, Mr. Ma said that we are young, fuck off. The young people are also stupid. Why? When you know you are young, means you have a lot of time, right? A lot of time. A lot of time. Whatever shit people tell you today, do it. Do it. Do it. Stop thinking that you have too much time. You don't. Right? So that's what leadership is about. Leadership is not easy. And that's why all the successful people on this earth has certain leadership caliber in them. Tom Cruise, right? The movie star, Tom Cruise, right? Famous actor in the world. He has leadership skills, right? Manny Pacquiao, a famous boxer from the Philippines. He has leadership skills. Sachin Tendulkar, the famous cricketer from India, leadership skills, right? Or the famous businessman Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, the Bollywood stars, most of the people that are very very successful and strong is because they have leadership skills. If you see some celebrity commit suicide, kill themselves, if you read their story, why do you think they kill themselves? Because they have no leadership skills. No. Because if I'm Zelensky from Ukraine, or I'm Vladimir Putin, it doesn't matter who's the good guy, who's the bad guy. Both of them have leadership skills. And that's why both of them are still fighting. Whether the war is right or wrong, that's another political story, okay? Let's talk about leadership skills, right? So in order to be successful, you must learn how to lead yourself, lead your family, lead yourself, inject discipline. Stop being full of shit, right? Stop being this dickhead, stop being this stupid idiot. You have to lead yourself out of this shit. You cannot be dramatic, I'm the drama, I'm the B queen, like some people, they talk like this. I'm the B queen. This is my style. Fuck your style. Nobody gives a shit about your style. Your style is stupid. You understand? Like some people like that, right? Oh, this is my style. This is who I am. Yes, you're right. You're an idiot. Well done. Yeah, that's your style. The idiot style. Correct. You're right. Stop all this nonsense. You know the difference between good and evil because you were young. Your parents tell you all these things, right? You know the difference between bad and good as well through your religion. Some of you are Christians, some of you are Buddhists, some of you are Muslim. So you know a lot of knowledge you have already. But the whole issue is because you think that you have time. That's why this morning at 5 p.m. I mentioned to you about Jackson, because Jackson thought that he has time as well. We don't have time. And stop thinking stupid. The stupid is, since we don't have time, we should enjoy life. The fuck? You're not a European backpacker, okay? Stop thinking that you're an American backpacker hanging out in the Philippines. You're not, okay? You're not a backpacker, all right? You're not a backpacker that go to Bali for holiday. You're not, okay? But to enjoy life. But you can enjoy life through leadership. You can enjoy life through discipline. You can enjoy life through stress. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's true. Like, I love stress. You know why I love stress? Because do you know that if you have the most stress on this earth, you will also have the most happiness? Okay, let me explain to you why. If you can solve many problems in your life, you will have a lot of happiness, right? Right? Imagine that you have a rich boyfriend and you can control his money. Wouldn't you be happy? Of course you will be happy, right? Right? You'll be happy, right? Right? So what I'm trying to tell you is more problems equal to more happiness. But where is the problem? The problem is I face more problems. I can solve the problems. You face more problems. You cannot solve the problems. That's where the stress comes in. Stress do not come from problems, because every day we will face problems until the day we die. You understand? Touch wood. Your mother might have cancer tomorrow. Touch wood. Your boyfriend that has been with you for 10 years decided to be gay today. So problems is non-stop. Non-stop. Maybe Malaysia ringgit will drop to 6 ringgit to 1 Singapore dollar, right? Might happen, right? So non-stop, it never ends. But the problem is because you guys want to be idiot. You guys don't want to be leaders. So when you be an idiot, you absorb the problem because you hang out with idiot friends, idiot thing, everything idiot. So you're stuck with so much problems. And you cannot solve it. That's where the stress comes in. So imagine today, you face 5 problems. You solve all 5 of them. Example, you don't have a job, right? So don't have a job, it's a problem. So you go for interview, you pass the interview with flying colors, and it's a good job. Ta-da, happiness. Yay, I got a good job. Then after that, you have some idiot colleagues talk shit about you, right? But you have the problem. So you have the solutions to manage these people. So you solve them from talking shit about you. There you go. Another happiness, right? So that's how we build happiness. Happiness is like Lego. You know Lego? You play the toy Lego, right? You put brick by brick, brick by brick, brick by brick, and then you build this beautiful house or beautiful castle or beautiful boat or beautiful aeroplane. So that's what happiness comes in. Happiness don't come on just being happy. You know, like some of you really believe that happiness is just being happy. Fuck, that's called escaping. Escaping. That's why, you know, like some of you are taught this way, right? You thought that, oh, actually to be happy is just to be happy. What the fuck? That's ridiculous. If you are poor today and you don't have a job, how can you just be happy tomorrow when you still need to pay the bills? That's so dumb. Happiness comes from your ability to solve problems. Solving problems comes from leadership skills. That's why all good leaders on this earth can solve problems. And through solving problems, you get your happiness. Are we clear now, guys? Put a thumbs up if you understand what I'm talking about. If not, I'll be wasting 2 hours energy. Right, so you clear? Huh? Okay, great. Don't make me look stupid. You know, I talk for 2 hours like a clown, and then nobody gets it. Right, you know, like some movie you watch for 2 hours, and then you come out from the movie, oh, what the fuck? That movie is so stupid. You know, I don't want to be like the stupid guy. Okay, don't make me look stupid. All right, great. So we have come to the end of the training. So usually, as usual, I will give 15 minutes to 20 minutes. Okay. If you have any questions, there's a chat box below. Okay. Type your questions on the chat box below. Okay. Because there's too much of you, I cannot unmute you. You know, if not, everybody's going to speak and then it's going to be a mess. So chat box below, type your questions and let's see how I can, you know, help you solve some of the crazy problems that you're facing today. Okay. All right. So don't be shy. Okay. That again, please do not think that you have enough time. You know, our colleague Jackson passed away, you know, it's heartbreaking. Yeah, but I told my staff, we still need to continue, we still need to do our job, you know, because the only way we can help him now is financially, right? Now, our company can pay his family infinity. You know, infinity means I can give him $500 every month until the company closes down. That's not a problem. So the problem is how to make the team to work together to earn the money for his family. So you see, you put emotions aside, you look at analytical solution, and that's how you solve problem. Okay. So first question, thank you for sharing a good ideas for this. Yeah, all right, no problem. Thanks. I learned a lot from you, sir, today. Thank you so much. Okay. Who to make our self-confident? Now, self-confidence do not come from thinking. Okay, and I think this is what a lot of young people like to make these mistakes. Is that they always try to find ways and think of how to be self-confident. You understand now? You cannot be self-confident through thinking. You only can get confidence when you are in the midst of the action and you make mistakes and you don't make mistakes and you make mistakes and you don't make mistakes. You learn from mistakes. Confidence do not come from thinking. There's no such thing as how to be self-confident. You can't. That's impossible, right? So you got to go and do stuff. Do something. It doesn't matter whether it's a shitty job. It doesn't matter whether it's a good job. You just got to go out and do things every day. Every day. Because confidence comes from knowledge. The more shit you know, the more confident you know, right? Like maybe this young woman, because you're young, inexperienced, maybe a bit dumb, you know, in the very raw, you know, very silly, you know, young girls are very silly and emotional. So you do not know anything. So how can you be confident when you do not know anything? You understand what I'm saying? Confidence will only come when you do shit all the time. Like me, I do things all the time. But today, I could have kept the whole day off by myself today, right, Govind? Govind, if I take off today, you're going to complain? You're going to talk shit about me? Govind, going to say that, oh, Mr. Benson, oh, he's a lazy fucker, he doesn't want to work, you know. You want to talk shit about me? See, there you go. But I can make that decision. I can don't show up for work today because I'm the boss, right? You understand? But I still want to show up. You see, like teaching you guys, but why I always want you guys to open your videos. That's a reason. Not because I want to see your beautiful face, and then I want to harass you at 3 a.m. in the morning. No, it's because I want to see your reaction. You understand? So I put myself in the line of fire. So to test my boundaries in terms of training. So I try different ways to make the training more interesting, to test and test and test and test and test, to find the best way to put this shit in your head so that you can understand easier and also have fun. Not to make a boring class as well. So through your reaction, I will know. So that's putting yourself in the front, you see not? So every time I try a bit, I see Priya laughing, that means I must be doing something correct. If I see Rosalind, you know, very interested, putting his head forward, then I'm doing correct, you see. So that's how your confidence comes in. Your confidence comes in through constant knowledge, constant this, constant that. But because a lot of you are social media people, you know, social media people, right? Weird people, weird ass people, hide behind the handphone, hide behind everything, stay at home, don't want to do this, analyzing things or every day, overthinking. You become shy, you become weird, you become isolated, you see. So that's how you don't get self-confidence. Self-confidence could become from a cafe. For example, if Rosalind is shy, right? If you're a shy girl, right? You want to have more confidence, right? Work in a job that serve people, right? Serve people. And every time when you serve people, you try to give your best service. So every time when you talk to customers, the customer seems happier. He thinks that you're funny. He thinks that's how you become more confident in yourself. You see? So it doesn't confidence, you only get by doing things. No thinking can help you. Stop being a fucking PhD holder, a triple bullshit PhD, and try to think of solutions on how to get self-confidence. You can't. Self-confidence only comes from doing things. Okay? Put yourself in the front. All right? Next question. Next question. Let me see. Oh, a lot of questions. Okay. Okay, next question is, sir, how you can get a strong energy to become a good leader? Okay, discipline. Okay, now this is something that I'm going to tell you. Nobody is crazy. How can you have energy all the time? Yeah. I'm not like that. Okay, you think every day I just high five, yeah. No, unless I'm crazy. I'm not crazy, right? Energy comes from discipline. Okay? Force yourself to have energy. Right? Before this class, I was sleepy because I had a long day. True story, 11 a.m. meeting, 1 p.m. meeting, 2 p.m. meeting. Even when I was having lunch, I'm having a meeting. So I finished all my meetings around 4 p.m. Okay, true story, 4 p.m. And because I landed last night, I didn't have a good sleep as well, you know. And today is a half day in my company, so I'm not supposed. A lot of our staff have finished work and gone back, so I took an afternoon nap at 4 p.m. True story, So I slept on my sofa for 4 p.m. for about 15 minutes, power nap. Okay, right? So imagine you sleep. You sleep, usually when you sleep, you wake up, oh, you look lost, right? Because that's how it is, huh? So I just wash my face and force myself to be energetic because that's discipline. There's no who wants to go to work every day? Wake up in the morning with the fucking train, queuing up for the train, take the fucking jeep to work every day. Look at the people, so many people, right? Who likes that? If you're from Vietnam, because I just came back from Vietnam, so many motorcycles, right? Who wants to ride motorcycles to work every day? Nobody. You understand? Nobody. So by the time you reach office, you're depressed, moody, feel like period every day. Even the man will start to have period, right? Who likes that? Nobody likes that. But you still got to tell yourself, shut the fuck up, because discipline will always win. Discipline will always win. You understand? Energy is bullshit. How can you stay motivated every day? How? Hey! Every day you high five everybody, from morning to night. High five, come on, let's go. Nobody is that retarded. Okay, right? Maybe some autistic, if you're suffering for autism, yeah, maybe because your brain is half grown, because you do not understand, then you're energetic, right? Or you're a child, a baby, like little children, you see they run all over the place like monkeys. Yeah, but besides autism and children, nobody is motivated. Motivation is overrated. Discipline is underrated. So you got to tell yourself whether I am happy, sad. If now I need to give energy, I will force myself to give energy. You understand? All right, next one. Next question. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. How many hours do you sleep and how you practice to get a job? Now, again, I don't sleep well. I sleep about 6 hours per day. Okay. And I only sleep 6 hours per day. I cannot sleep well. Okay. But I do take 15 minutes of afternoon naps every day. This one I need to do that. Power naps in the afternoon. Okay. Usually what I do. So I don't sleep a lot. And I think sleeping too much is no good. Really. And I think a lot of you sleep too much, especially Sundays. Who slept until 2 p.m. every Sunday during off day? A lot of you do that, right? That's a waste of time. Even on the weekends, on my off days, I wake up at 6:30 or 7 a.m. And I don't need an alarm clock to wake me up. Really, I don't. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is that I don't think as humans, we need to sleep so many hours. Okay. And it's true. Singaporeans, we serve the army, right? Right? Singaporean citizens, I'm a Singaporean, so Singaporeans have to serve the army. It's compulsory for us to go for national service, right? So during my army days, the basic military training, the officers, because it's very physical, during the we run a lot, do a lot of exercise, it's quite tough during the basic military training. So the officers told us that as long as you have 6 hours of good sleep, it's enough. You understand now? Because to be successful, you need time. You need time to tone your skills. You need time to do stuff. You need time to read books. You need time to practice your skills. So because most people today like to sleep, their hobby is sleeping, right? So how can you learn a lot when you are sleeping half the time? Right? So I think 6 hours is enough. And this is scientific proven because in the army, if the army say it's proven, it's proven. Because if not, you will die during the training. Okay. So we sleep at 12, wake up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. every morning during the army days. You understand? So army is very physical, right? Very physical. So I think 6 hours is enough. Of course, initially it's hard because your body have a lot of fats, a lot like sleepy head, sleep, yeah. But as you practice and practice and practice, actually 6 hours. Imagine you only sleep 6 hours. Oh my God, you can do so many things, You really can do so many things. You can start an online marketing business while starting in the mornings. When you wake up at 7 a.m., you put a cup of coffee, you start marketing, do some marketing shit, and then after that, maybe you can exercise for 15 minutes, and after that, you can have a breakfast and then go to work, you see? So it's about timing, all right? So that's what I do, okay? How do we differentiate being a leader and being a boss? That's a difference. A boss is telling you to do something. A leader is showing you how to do it. See the difference? So a boss hire people to teach. A leader in my industry, I teach so that my teacher can learn from me to teach. That's the difference. Okay, so a boss is someone that tells you to do something, right? A leader is someone that physically show you how it's done. Right? So example, if I'm a toilet cleaning boss, I'll tell Patrick, this is the mop, this is the cleaning detergent, go clean the fucking toilet now. That's a boss. A leader is, come on, Patrick, hey, don't be a pussy. Let's go, man. What the fuck are you doing, man? Move your ass. Let's do it together. Yeah. You see? You understand? So that's what a leader is. So that's the difference. Okay. Confidence is being comfortable with your skills and traits inside out. Yes, it's true. It's true. So why a lot of people are not confident today is because you know you have no skills. You know, experience is not skills. Please don't be fucking crazy. A lot of people thought that just because you work 30 years means you have confidence. That's bullshit. Just because you drive a car for 30 years does not mean that you're a good driver. You understand? So it's not experience. It's about real skills. Real skills. Real skills means to get real skills, you have to put yourself in the line of fire. Just like if you have 3 children, means you have real skills in giving birth. Right? So the second pregnancy, you know what to do. The third pregnancy, you know what to do. That's real skills because you give birth. So you know, you feel it, you experience it. You understand? So a person that teach you how to give birth, how the fuck is going to do that? He can't. He's not a woman, and he doesn't give birth to children. So confidence comes from doing things. Just do something. I don't know what you're going to do. Just do something. Every day, think of things to do. Don't think of things. No, don't think, how to put it this way, don't analyze the things, you know. As long as it's not breaking the law and doesn't cost a lot of money and there's no risk involved, just do it. Just do it. Because the more you do, the more confident you're going to be. All right. Go have any job doing part-time. So this training will have any job doing part-time. Yeah, we do. You need to talk to your consultant, so your consultant can arrange for you, Priya. You got to talk to the consultants because there are some jobs available. You got to talk to the consultants. The consultants will arrange for you. Thank you, sir. I learned so much. Thank you, sir. I learned so. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Some ideas. I wouldn't say I learned a lot from you, but I want to say that I will learn more after this to know anything. Yeah, of course, not everybody will understand what yeah. Decision making in business is generally tied to government policies. How could a starter face erratic government policies to make right decision for the growth of this business? Because, okay, let me explain to you why. Because you have not accepted the truth. You have not accepted reality. A person that don't accept reality will always fail because he's bitching all the fucking time. Okay, I give you one good example. Those Burmese students, right? Some of you are from Myanmar. So the Burmese students are facing the army situation in Myanmar. So a lot of Burmese people are bitching online about I don't want this general, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this, I don't want that. See, just like a lot of Filipinos, right? A lot of Filipinos are bitching about there's no jobs, there's no this, there's no that, there's this, right? Okay, now you want to know why you're suffering? Because you cannot accept the truth. Okay, these things will not change. It will never change. The general in Myanmar will not give up his position of power. Understand? Understand or not? Never. Okay? Some countries have corruption. The corruption maybe will go, but maybe not in your lifetime. Okay? Vietnam's salary is shit. There. Okay? It will not be 5,000 American dollars per month. Okay? So put this in your head. All right? Okay? Singapore life is stressful. Okay, the kindergarten is $1,000+. No matter how much the Singaporeans are fucking complaining, the kindergarten per month is still $1,000 per month. Okay, France tax is 35%. America tax is 40%. Nothing is going to change. But you know what? Every year, there's still a lot of rich people in your country. Here, Nancy from Vietnam is making maybe $500 to $1,000 per month. But guess what? Last year, there were a lot of millionaires become millionaires in Vietnam. So you are bitching of why you have shitty salary. Those people are making millions of dollars. So you want to know why? Because you cannot accept reality that Vietnam do not have high salary. Okay? The Africans cannot accept that there's a lot of government policies they cannot accept. So you spend 99% of your time hoping for a fucking miracle. It's like, example, Patrick. Patrick, you go to Instagram, right? Because I do not know this is what you do, but you go to Instagram, right? And you go to Instagram, and then you see so many beautiful girls. Okay? Patrick, understand? Patrick, look at me, okay? See beautiful girls, right? So when you look at the beautiful girls, you say that, I wish that this girl will like me. Okay, you look at the other beautiful girl, I wish that this girl, because you're not accepting reality. Because beautiful girls don't like dumb asses and poor asses like you. But you cannot accept reality, right? So instead of bitching of why these girls don't like me, you should say, fuck, I'm gonna be the rich, ugliest man on this earth. So when you focus on becoming the rich, ugliest man on this earth, trust me, I can say 80% of the girls here will fall in love with you as well, let alone those beautiful girls on Instagram. You see, that's called accepting reality. Accepting reality is not end of reality, you know, because you don't come from North Korea. You don't come from Ukraine. You understand? You don't come from, like really, all of you have internet. So you have internet means your life is not that bad yet. Understand? Right? But because we, like in Singapore, it's hard. You don't think Singapore is easy. It's fucking hard. It's really, really hard. Right? But I accept reality that Singapore is really, really expensive. Right? So I need to be a cash cow. I need to find ways to do sales all the time. Right? I accept the reality that Singapore is a small country, so the competition is all-time high. I accept the reality that Singapore has no resources, no water, no nothing, and we have to compete against Vietnam, Philippines, India, countries that are bigger than us, have more money than us, more resources than us. There you go. So the question is not about what has happened. The question is, all these things has happened. So are you going to adapt, or are you going to continue to bitch? That's all. That's all. Some of you married the wrong person, right? So every day you send message to your mother, why I married the wrong person, right? Every day, yeah, what the fuck? What the hell are you doing? Either you leave him or you find ways to make it work. That's it. Right? But every day, talk gossiping gossiping with your mother, gossiping with your mother, oh, my husband, gossiping with your husband and gossiping with your mother for what? It's called wasting time because you marry him. Same thing. Some of you are poor, right? Born in poor families, that every day you talk to God, because some of you are Christians, so you love to talk to God. The Christians love to talk to God, right? God, why am I poor? Why my life so miserable? Why am I this? Why am I that? Yeah, even you murder your whole family, you still be poor. Right? Today you start to imagine you come from a poor family now, and you murder your mother, you murder your father, you murder your sister, you murder your brother, you murder your grandmother, you still be poor, right? But you mean murder your family? After murdering your family, all of a sudden God will give you $1 million? No. You see, so that's the thing. The thing, we are small ants. We are little ants. You understand? Including me. I'm the little. My prime minister don't give a fuck about me. You think what? Lee Hsien Loong give a shit about Mr. Benson Ma? Oh, Mr. Benson Ma, you're so sad today. Let me give you a hug. You think my prime minister will give me a hug? Fuck off. Come on. Let's get real now. Understand? Stop bitching. The key is stop bitching. That's all. Stop bitching. There's nothing you can do. So what you can do now is to accept reality, adapt to reality, and change the way you perceive things. Change the way you deal with things. Right? Imagine one of the reasons why if you want to know whether you're successful or unsuccessful, is the way you think today. If you still think like 10 years ago, if you still behave like 5 years ago, if you still think and behave like 20 years ago, that means your life didn't change much. Now you understand? Okay, next. Great lesson. How can you inspire a team when there are financial constraints and limited resources to work with? You can't. If you are broke, you cannot use money to inspire people because you are broke, right? So the first thing you need to do is you must learn how to earn money. Okay, you see, everybody is looking for money, right? But how many people are learning to make money? Earning money and making money is different. Earning money means I work in McDonald's. I work 1 hour, maybe 1 hour, $10. That's called earning money. I work in accounting. The boss gives me $1,000 per month. That's called earning money. You understand? Making money is different. Making money means sales. Like now, you see, I'm a good speaker. I learn how to make money with communication skills. You see, that's the difference. Why people cannot get out from their shithole is because they are earning money. And do you know why you are earning money? Why a lot of you are earning money? Because you are afraid. I don't want to do sales job. I don't want to talk to people. I'm very shy, right? Yeah. So whose fault is it? It's still your fault, right? Isn't it? Isn't it still your fault? It is your fault, right? I want to do the things that I like. So what do you like? I want to work in accounting, but there's no rich accounting people, you know? Yeah, but I love accounting. Fucking contradiction. That means you're talking shit to yourself every day. Have you ever met a rich accounting girl before? Have you ever met a rich office staff before? If he's not from sales or he doesn't own the business? No. So it's called contradiction. You understand? Contradiction. You're contradicting yourself every day. Earning money, making money, what you like, what do you need? A lot of people are confused. A lot of people are confused. You want to make money? You got to do sales. I don't want to do sales. I don't like sales. Contradiction. Then what do you like? I want to work in a 5-star hotel as a receptionist. The fuck talking about? Then you're asking why you don't have money? Because hotel receptionist salary is shit. But I don't like to talk to people. That's why you're poor. It's all contradiction, right? You must know what do you want and what do you need, right? Do you know that most of the things on this earth that you like will make you poor? Okay? The things that you need will make you rich. You don't like to do sales. You don't like to talk to people. You like to stay at home, do nothing. You like to work 4 hours a day. You like to work 3 days per week. How the hell? Yeah, that's what you like, right? Isn't it? Isn't that what you like? Boss, I like to work in the office, do admin work. Boss, I like to work 4 hours per day. Boss, I like to work 3 days per week. And you want to make money. Correct. Now you get it? Next question. As a teacher and manager, how do you put moderate pressure for students and staff? Now, I hate being a teacher. Hate it. Because I cannot punish you. Because you're my customer. I think punishment is necessary to achieve something. Okay? I cannot scold you as well. I cannot. Oh, I can't. I can do that to COVID, but I cannot do that to you. So, students, it's hard to give pressure to students, especially adult students. Adult students are deceiving. Mr. Ma, I promise you I will work hard. Tomorrow he sleep for 3 days. You understand? Right? So hard to train students. Hard, really, really hard. Staff is different. Staff is easy. For me, managing staff is easy. I will tell them, hey, listen, it's very simple, okay? It's a stupid job. Do it or don't do it. You see, that's how I manage people. I don't like to waste time when I come to managing people. Because I always tell my staff this. If a person cannot do the job within the first 3 days, he's not going to do the job after 3 months. You understand? If 3 days he can do it, means he can do it. So that's how I look at it. So managing students is hard nowadays because I cannot punish you. What about this, Nancy? Every time you fail, you give me $50. Is that a good idea? Correct, right? I don't want to give you $50. But if you want to improve, if anybody wants to improve here, it's very easy, you know. Just promise me that every time you don't listen to me, you give me $50. I promise you can improve very, very fast. Right? But are you going to do it? You can't, right? Correct. That's the reason. Students, very difficult. Staff, easy. Okay, next question. I will learn a lot. Thank you. Sir, I want to ask something regarding exam. I can retake exam. Can you give me a chance to take my exam? Marilyn Bakakalau. Okay, you can message Govid now. Okay, Govid, are you there? Where's Govid? Okay, take Marilyn's Bakalau's WhatsApp number. Okay, PM him now. And then you send this message to Irene. Okay, Govid, let Irene solve her problem. Yeah, it can be achieved, Marilyn, so don't worry. We'll help you. Okay, thanks. Hey, Govid, remember to pass the number to Irene. Understand? Take a screenshot of this message now. Okay, and send to Irene. Let Irene handle it. Yeah, learn energy. Okay, thank you. Sir, you're too much. Thank you. That's how I sleep and wake up. Good. Thank you. Government never released to opposition party. You see, again, guys. What, man? There's nothing you can do. Stop talking about shit that you cannot handle. You understand? You get my point? I always tell my staff, if you cannot handle this situation, it's been happening, right? Move on. Move on. Stop. You see, because you're pushing the blame to the government. Yeah, maybe the government is at fault. So what? You know, just like I told my Burmese staff, right? My Myanmar staff, when the army took over the country 2 years ago, I told my Burmese staff like this: are you going to murder soldiers? Are you? If you are not going to murder soldiers, stop going for the demonstration, because it's called waste of time. So a lot of Burmese people go to demonstration, and what happened? Nothing changed. The only way it can change is if you really take guns and start murdering politicians. Are you going to do it? You are not. You understand? You are not. So if you are not, nothing's, because the army knows that. You know, the government knows that. The government knows that you're going to pussy out eventually, right? So they as long as they are strong, right, and they just build a strong defense, there's nothing you can do. So be smart. Be smart. Work your way around that situation. Nothing is going to change. Nothing. Nothing is going to change unless you change the way you think. So imagine today, all of you imagine today, right? All the governments on this earth is shit. So what's going to happen to us? Are we going to kill ourselves now? Are we going to murder our own ass now? No, right? We've got to evolve. And no matter how much you complain, there are still a lot of people that love your government. Those people that love your government makes the most money. Make the most money. And that's the truth. Right? In every situation, there will always be people that are unhappy and happy. Understand? Think about this. Maybe you hate your government, but guess what? There's still a lot of people that like your government. Those people that like your government is making a lot of money. Right? So end of the day is how you change your mindset. Okay? Mr. Jackson is my consultant. I lost my beloved counselor. Very heartbreaking. Yeah, Ninda, I'm so sorry. I feel sad as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Okay, we have come to the end. So again, guys, I'm going to tell you for the last time. You see, it's all in your brain. Okay, let me explain something to you before we leave. Vikram, are you gay? Honestly. Okay, good. You're not gay, right? So obviously, if any guys approach you, you're going to say no, right? Because you're not gay. So can you imagine tomorrow, you wake up and you force yourself to be gay? You force yourself to be gay. Can it be done? Of course it can be done. If you force yourself, it can be done, right? So once you force yourself to be gay, isn't that your whole life, your whole philosophy, everything will start to change? You will lead a different life. That's what I'm trying to tell you, guys. I know it's a stupid example, but it is still a good example. Same thing. Ivana, are you lesbian? No, you're not, right? You love men. Okay, same thing. Tonight, you go back home. Tomorrow morning, you wake up. Shit, I am going to force myself to be lesbian. So when you force yourself to be lesbian and you force yourself to like women, your philosophy, the way you look at things, the way your family is going to treat you, your friends and everything will be different. Now you get it, guys? Now I want everybody imagine now. Okay, now let's play a simple exercise. Those who are gay, pretend to be straight. Those who are straight, pretend to be gay. Okay? So tomorrow morning, okay, Velu, can you be gay tomorrow? You can. Seriously, you can, Velu. You can if you want to. If you force yourself, you can, right? And then for those gay people, you can force yourself to be straight. You can. You just force yourself. Whether you like it or don't like it, whether it's natural or unnatural, you force yourself. You can. Kingwell, I don't know whether you're straight or gay. If you are straight, you can force yourself to be gay. And if you're gay, you can force yourself to be straight. Whether you like or you don't like, let's put it aside first, okay? Let's put all this shit aside first. And all of a sudden, everything change. The way you look at life will change. The way your friends treat you will change. The way your family members treat you will change. Your philosophy will change. Your habits will change. Your mindset will change. You cannot change the world. So stop talking about the world. Okay? Fuck the world. But you can change yourself. Do you understand now? So now I share you the story of gayness now and being straight. All of you can force yourself to be gay. And for all the gay people here, you can force yourself to be straight. You can. Whether you like it or you don't like it, is another story. Now you get it? So when you start to force yourself to become someone better, is it going to be easy? It's like you force yourself to be gay. There's some feelings that you're not comfortable. There's something, but when you continue to force yourself to be gay or force yourself to be straight, slowly your life will change. Now, of course, I'm not forcing you to be gay or I'm forcing you to be straight. That's just an example. So don't go crazy tonight. Don't do weird shit. Okay. Don't do weird shit tonight. Just don't do weird shit tonight. Just force yourself to be the person that you want to be. That's all. Right? So who do you want to be? It's the same. It's the same. All right, guys, that's it. I will see you guys very soon.